is Ross Messick. The title of his speech is Springtime. Please welcome Ross Messick, Springtime.
In 1918, Willa Cather published her novel My Antonia, which contains the following passage. After that hard winter, one could not get enough of the nimble air. Every morning I wakened with a fresh consciousness that winter was over. There were none of the signs of spring for which I used to watch in Virginia. No budding woods or blooming gardens. There was only spring itself. The throb of it, the light restlessness, the vital essence of it everywhere, in the sky, in the swift clouds, in the pale sunshine, and in the warm high wind, rising suddenly, sinking suddenly, impulsive and playful. If I had been tossed down blindfolded on that prairie, I should have known it was spring. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, it has been a long winter. Springtime is near. There's a time this week we may have thought springtime was here. Springtime holds so much symbolism for all of us. It's a time of new beginnings. It's a time of hope. It might symbolize the triumph of life over death. Spring comes to us, but it comes to us on its own terms and in its own time. Sadly, we cannot make spring happen. It comes to us on its own terms and in its own time. It symbolizes new beginnings. Ironically, we have chosen the dreariest month of the year to make our commitments, to improve our lives, to start a new path. The first month of our calendar year, January, the dreariest, most miserable month of the year. It's no wonder that the resolutions that we commit to on New Year's Eve, even with the best of intentions, collapse into a pile of unfulfilled dreams. It's dreary. What better time to set those goals, to make those changes, than springtime, when the earth begins anew, when you and I can begin anew, to take that fresh start as life reemerges, when hope has pulled us through a long winter and is so close that we can nearly touch it. Spring can symbolize hope. It does symbolize hope. Hope may be your only friend in the throes of wintertime. It's hope that helps us face each wintry day. It's hope that swells as the snow begins to melt. It's hope that swells as the rains come and the brown grass peeks through for the first time since winter laid its snowy blanket on us. It's hope. Spring is the triumph of life over death. It may not be a coincidence that Christians decided to celebrate their festival of Easter in the springtime. Easter is the Christian celebration of life over death. Christ overcoming death to live again. And what is spring if it's not the embodiment of that victory? Our dead trees and grass are soon going to turn green in their rebirth. Our frozen lakes, our dead lakes and rivers will come to life again in the springtime and turn blue and beautiful. A landscape that has missed so many of its creatures will soon begin to ring with the songs of birds and insects that we haven't heard for months. Animals will emerge from their hibernation. Our neighbors will emerge from their homes and shed their winter clothing. It will all celebrate as life returns to earth. We want spring to be here now, today. We want the trees to show those first buds, that the leaves are on the way. We want to see those first blades of grass peeking through the brown that winter has left behind. How can we make it come sooner? Why do we have to wait another day, another week, perhaps another month? There's a Zen saying, which I'll leave you with as I conclude, about how to make spring arrive. And it goes like this: sit quietly, do nothing. Spring comes and the grass grows by itself. Madam Toastmaster.